So, welcome to Smart Accounting Talk series.
Thank you.
And the whole idea about this, why we started this platform, is that we are going to talk about all the smart accounting things that are there. So it may be a new age idea, new tools, new technology. It could be new hack, which will help the entire accounting fraternity. And we are today we are recording a series on offshore accounting. And since you have already started a journey on offshore accounting, it will be good to have your perspective on that. So, welcome, Brenda, to this show, Smart Accounting Talk Series. And maybe you can just introduce you to our viewers.
Okay. Hi, my name is Brenda Keomany, and I work with an accounting firm. We work with mostly nonprofits and construction companies. We have about 40 to 50 clients, and we're currently working with Finsmart to do a large volume of client work for our clients.
Okay. So, Brenda, tell me that, what were your concerns before you started on the journey of outsourcing? And, what were your thoughts?
I was worried that people from another country would be interfacing with my clients, but honestly, most of the correspondence that we do is directly with our clients, and the work that Finsmart is doing is in the background. And so we work directly with our Finsmart people, and they help us get a large volume of work done.
Okay. So, how and when do you realize that you need to go for offshoring or outsourcing, and why outsourcing? Why didn't you hire your own resource?
I wanted to be able to get more done and help more clients because we have such a shortage of really good accounting staff here in the States. And this was a way that we could take on more, get more done, and help more people to be able to be successful in their business because then they could understand what was going on.
Yeah.
So.
But did any of your friends recommended that you should go for outsourcing, offshoring, or how did you come to know that this is an option for you?
Well, I learned about it through the Woodard Institute, and Joe Woodard recommended at the summit that we consider working with Finsmart, and I highly regard his opinion.
Okay, so you spoke about that the data would be going cross border, and that was a concern. And what other major concerns you had before you started on this journey?
Just mostly whether if my client would have to understand and be able to speak with anyone from Finsmart, but they don't really need to. They just interface with us, and just any language barriers might be a concern as well.
So how do you see it now? Now you have already started your offshoring journey for maybe 6-7 months.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. We work with Renuka. She's our project manager for the Finsmart team. And what we've done is we've created standard operating procedures for all of our clients. And then we just have meetings with Renuka as anything comes up that we need to correct or think about. Then we just share with that, and then it corrects the scope of work. And it works pretty well to that.
So how's your offshoring journey so far? What do you have gained out of that?
Pretty amazed at how much work they can get done in such a short amount of time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you feel efficiency is far better than maybe the US resource?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, is it?
Definitely. My team has now become project managers and works with the Finsmart team so that we can get the work done that we need to get done.
Sure. Do you see even one is, of course, efficiency. Do you see any challenge in understanding the concepts of gap accounting or international accounting?
I don't think I see any challenges there.
Hmm.
We do review the work and then just communicate. If there's anything that's done differently than we would have done it, then we just make sure we correct our standard operating procedure so that going forward that it's done the way that we and our team tend to do it.
Sure. So you would have a resource in US and you have now offshoring team in India. Do you have a separate review rhythm for both of them, or it is absolutely the same?
It's pretty much the same. Most of my internal team does more of the journal entries and things like that, and we have Finsmart do more of the data entry.
Okay.
At this point in time. Maybe at some point in time we'll have them Finsmart do more of that.
Okay.
Higher level work, but for right now, then each of our team managers reviews the work and the financial reports.
Okay. After you started outsourcing, what were your expectations, and where do you stand on those expectations now?
I didn't really know for sure what to expect other than just making sure that we had accurate information. And as I watched the team at Finsmart, they're doing a great job at putting things in well.
So, tell us a little about, do you got more than what you have expected out of offshoring as
I
journey?
think so. I mean, I originally signed up for 20 hours and I thought it would be a lot more work for them than what it is. And they seem to just be getting it done pretty quickly.
Okay. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Going forward, what are your expectations from an outsourcing partner? What they can do, which they are maybe not doing now, or what are the opportunities you feel?
I have to kind of think about it as I continue to work on creating more standardized processes within my organization and work on niching more. Then I'll have to think about like what else I can bring people in to do. Maybe they'll start to do some of the review process.
So, was Finsmart helpful in terms of setting up the processes for your client?
The most helpful part is that we do have meetings and then we record those meetings so that Finsmart can create SOPs and then we can just review the SOPs with a client, with Finsmart, to make sure that it is in fact what we thought it would be. A lot of my team members are also working on creating an SOP before we assign a project.
And how does the review rhythms work? So you have a fixed day time for a review with the team, or is it as and when it is needed?
Usually it's as and when it's needed. In the beginning, we were meeting quite a lot more. But now we're down to meeting it like once a month unless there's something special that comes up that we need to talk about. But we're also using the Keeper app, which we keep all of our SOPs in there. So if we need to make an edit, we just change it and we can shoot an email over to Renuka and let her know that there's something different that we want to make sure that they notice.
So what other apps you are using besides Keeper?
We use Keeper and HubDoc.
Okay.
And those are and QuickBooks Online, and those are our three major apps that we're using.
Okay. Can you share how was your onboarding experience? So somebody who is just new and just want to start an offshoring journey, how do they start it?
It was made pretty easy by Finsmart. We just started creating SOPs, and we got better as we went along to create the SOPs in advance and then just downloaded that information with our person.
Yeah. And how much time did it take really from signing up to onboarding to starting the work?
It went pretty quickly. I think we were able to assign several clients during the first session.
Okay.
And then continue to improve on our working together experience.
Right. Okay. So would you like to tell the audience who is thinking about outsourcing or offshoring, maybe your tips and insights and experience?
I think just being able to think about the way that you do your own business and having some standard operating procedures is very helpful.
Mm.
In addition to that, just working with your team and making sure that they understand what it is that you're asking of them. Most of our bank feeds are handled by the Finsmart group.
Okay. So thank you so much, Brenda, for spending this time with us on our Smart Accounting Talk show in the series. And we see that your insights, your experience that you shared with the audience would really help them to take a step forward in terms of their offshoring or outsourcing journey.
Yeah.
So thank you once again.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure. One of the reasons that I chose Finsmart was just getting to meet you, and you're just a very humble person and very likable. And
Thank
I haven't always felt that way with everyone who's doing offshoring.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks.